In Wyoming, a teacher at Casper College may have saved the lives of several of his students. James Crum, a computer science teacher, was in the classroom Friday when a man burst in, shooting him in the head with a hunting bow. Crum tackled the man, giving students time to escape. More shocking, well, the identity of the attacker. It was the teacher's own son. And before, the 25-year-old Christopher Crum had fatally stabbed his dad's girlfriend at the couple's home. And the son ultimately stabbed his father to death before fatally stabbing himself. I'm joined by Nick Valencia. You've been following this story. You spoke to neighbors. And did the neighbors tell you whether, in fact, the teacher and his girlfriend, whether they were concerned, whether they had any fears, whether there's security issues?
That's the question right now, is what happened to lead a son to kill his father? I spoke to a neighbor who lived directly across the street from Heidi Arnold and Jim Crum. She said she met them once last summer, that they largely kept to themselves, but there was no red flags, Deb, about any of this that potentially could have happened. In fact, in a press conference with police, they also said there weren't any red flags, but this, Deb, could have been much, much worse. I think, 3 people are dead. 6 students were in the computer science classroom at the time of this incident. And in fact, in that police press conference, a local police chief praised the actions of Professor Jim Crum and called him courageous.
The suspect stepped into the classroom where Professor Crum was getting ready to begin the day, fired one arrow and struck the professor in the head. Professor Crum got up after being knocked down from the blow from the arrow, and even though mortally wounded, he fought the suspect off. The students in the room were all able to escape during this altercation because of the courage of the professor.
And I just want to read this statement really quick from Casper College that we got a little while ago. Jim Crum and Heidi Arnold were important parts of the campus community, and their loss will leave a big hole in our lives. That from Casper College.
You know, what's so incredible is that, the teacher was able to do this when he was mortally wounded. But have police said whether they got any sort of 911 calls from this teacher saying that there was a problem, or anything that would suggest, or even a note? Was there a suggestion the note had been left behind?
We put a call into Casper Police, and there are a lot of unanswered questions right now about the relationship between the father and the son. We just don't know what happened. What we do know, that Deb, is there are reports that this 25-year-old son, Chris Crum, traveled over 2,000 miles from Connecticut to Wyoming. He had been staying in a local hotel, according to local reports, in the area. At some point, he snapped, though, Deb, and something led to him showing up at his father's college, at this community college of 5,000 students, entering that classroom and mortally wounding his father with a crossbow.
Yeah, remarkable, pretty dramatic way to go. All right, Nick Valencia, thank you so much. We appreciate your reporting on this.